Hello students. Last class we have discussed about overview on outcome based education. Now we are going to discuss our subject, that is power systems 2. So in this power systems 2 we have 6 units are there. We have already discussed overview. So among all those 6 units, first we are going to discuss about the unit 1, that is transmission line parameters. So in this transmission line parameters, this is the actual syllabus which are there in the unit 1, that is transmission line parameters. So we have in this unit 1 there are different topics are there. So this is the overall syllabus for a unit 1, that is transmission line parameters. So first topic is conductor materials, second one is types of conductors, next one is calculation of resistance for solid conductors, next calculation of capacitance, calculation of inductance for single phase and three phase transmission lines, and also concept of GMR and GMD for a symmetrical and asymmetrical conductor configuration with and without transposition. So these are the different topics which are present in the unit number 1, that is transmission line parameters. So in this first topic we are going to discuss about the topic 1, that is conductor materials. So conductor materials plays a vital role for transmitting the large amount of power through the lines. So we have already discussed in the overview of subject, that is whatever the energy which is generated in the generating station, that can be transferred to the users, that is distributors, that is utilization through the medium. That medium is called transmission lines. So for this, transmission lines plays a vital role for transmitting the large amount of power to the users. So for this, conductors which are used for the transmission line plays an important role. So for that, there are different types of conducting materials are there in the transmission lines. For example, there are classification. So first topic 1 is classification of electrical conducting materials. So in this electrical conducting material are the basic requirement for electrical engineering products. So the electrical conducting material can be classified as below. One is based on the resistivity or conductivity. There are two types of conducting materials are there. First one is low resistivity or high conductivity conducting material. Second one is high resistivity or low conductivity conducting material. So first one, low resistivity or high conductivity conducting material. So this is low resistivity or high conductivity material. So the name gives the meaning, the property of the resistance is very less for a particular conductor. So in this material having low resistivity or high conductivity are very useful in electrical engineering products. These materials used as conductors for all kind of windings required in electrical machines, apparatus and devices. These materials are also used as conductor in transmission and distribution of electrical energy. So this conductor material should have, so some of low resistivity or high conductivity materials are as follows. For example, first one is silver, second one is copper, third one is gold, last one is aluminum. These four materials should have the low resistivity or high conductivity property. So second one is high resistivity or low conductivity conducting material. So this materials having high resistivity or low conductivity conducting are very useful for electrical engineering products. So these materials are used to manufacture the filaments for incandescent lamp, heating elements for electric heaters, space heaters and electric irons, etc. Some of materials having high resistivity or low conductivity are given below. So means these are the material which should have high resistivity or low conductivity conducting materials. First one is tungsten, second one is carbon, third one is chrome, fourth one is manganese. So these are the materials which are used for high resistivity or low conductivity conducting materials. And next we are move on to the next one. Based on area of applications, there are different applications which are used for the conducting materials. First one is materials used as conductor for coils of electrical machines. So second one is materials for heating elements, materials for lamp filaments, material used for transmission line, material for brushes used in electrical machines, materials used for fuses. So among all those, completely we are focusing on the material used for transmission line, because our concentration is focus on transmission line itself only. So for this I can go for the material used for transmission lines. So what are the material which are used for the transmission line? What are the properties which should have the transmission line conducting materials? Materials used for making conductor for transmission line must possesses following properties. First one is high conductivity, second one is high tensile strength, and third one is lighter in weight, and next one is it must be flexible, and last one is cost should be very less. So these properties must be consist for a particular transmission line conductors. So next one topic 2. In this unit we have second topic, that is types of conductors. So there are different types of conductors are there. First one is AAC, that is all aluminum conductor. Second one is AAAC, all aluminum alloy conductor. Third one is ACSR, aluminum conductor steel reinforced. Fourth one is ACAR, aluminum conductor aluminum alloy reinforced. And the next one is bundled conductors. You can find more about these conductors in here. These type of conductors are used for a transmission line for all over the world over 4 decades. So these are the common conductors which are used for the transmission line for transmitting the large amount of power from generating station to the distributors. So next one is, so normally high voltage transmission line varying from 66 kV to 400 kV voltage levels. This is a normal high amount of voltage which is transferred through the transmission line, that is 66 kV to 400 kV voltage levels. For this, AAC and ACSR are the most common type of conductors which are used in the transmission line. So in that first one, ACAR, aluminum conductor alloy reinforced. So aluminum alloy conductor got great mechanical strength and overall electrical conductivity of the ACSR, that is aluminum conductor alloy reinforced conductivity is between 56% to 60%. So next one, AACSR, aluminum alloy conductor steel reinforced. So it is aluminum alloy conductor steel reinforced AACSR conductor consists of high mechanical strength, high tensile galvanized steel core covered with aluminum alloy wires. This type of conductors can used for any rough mechanical circumstances. So these are the different conductors which are used in the transmission lines. Next one is ACSR, aluminum conductor steel reinforced conductors. So aluminum conductor steel reinforced ACSR conductors are consists of more than 7 aluminum and steel conductors. Center of the conductors comprised galvanized steel, and outer layers of the galvanized steel comprise aluminum conductors. These types of conductors are much used for long spans of transmission lines because these lines got high tensile strength. For a long transmission line, ACSR conductors are preferable. So next one is bundle conductors. So bundle conductors are widely used for the transmission line and have its own advantages and disadvantages. Bundle conductors is a conductor which consists of several conductor cables which connected. Bundle conductors also will help to increase the current carrying in the transmission line. So the main disadvantage of the transmission line is it's having high wind long compared to other conductors. So for this I can conclude that we have different types of conducting materials here are there for transmitting the large amount of power. Along with that, we have different types of conductors are there in the system. So we know for every conductor having its own properties. Some conductor having some advantage, some conductor having some disadvantage. Based on our requirement, our aim is large amount of power. That is, I already told you that between the 66 kV to 400 kV, that is large amount of power, higher amount of voltage can be transferred, high voltage can be transferred through the transmission line over long distance. For that, mostly we can prefer ACSR conductor or bundled conductors. This is our view. So this is about the types of conductor materials and different types of conductors for transmission lines. Thank you.